Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a Democrat from New York who is more commonly known by her moniker AOC, is being floated as a potential candidate for the Senate or even the presidency in 2028. News.com has learned that recent polls indicate that she could be competitive in both races, although her progressive platform divides opinion within her own party. AOC, a self-described democratic socialist, is one of the most recognizable figures on the party's far left. Notably, Democrats have struggled to define a clear message following a series of 2024 losses, including Kamala Harris' defeat to Donald Trump. Some analysts argue that AOC could energize young and progressive voters who often sit out elections. However, others warn that her approach could push away moderates, a key bloc in presidential races. She could also challenge Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer if she decides to run for Senate. Schumer, who has not confirmed his 2028 plans, has faced criticism from Democrats who say he has not taken a strong enough stance against Trump's policies. Several recent polls suggest Ocasio-Cortez could be a factor in the upcoming Democratic primary. A YouGov survey conducted among 1,114 adults put California Governor Gavin Newsom in first place at 23%, Harris at 19%, AOC at 8% and former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg at 6%. A Ledger poll of 328 Democratic primary voters found Harris leading with 30%, Newsom with 24%, AOC at 10% and Buttigieg at 8%. An Emerson College poll of 387 Democrats showed lower numbers for Ocasio-Cortez, who polled at 4% compared with Newsom's 25%, Buttigieg's 16% and Harris 11%. In New York, Ocasio-Cortez appears to have early strength against Schumer. A Data for Progress poll of 767 likely Democratic voters conducted earlier this year found 55% support for Ocasio-Cortez and 36% for Schumer, with 9% undecided. Another survey from Honan Strategy Group of 1,136 New York City Democrats reported similar results, with AOC leading 54% to Schumer's 33%. Schumer, first elected to the Senate in 1998, has not yet said whether he will seek another term. Commentators and allies are already weighing AOC's potential. Meghan McCain posted on X in April, "She's going to run and her message of economic populism is more powerful than people are giving her credit for." At a March rally in Las Vegas, AOC said, "This isn't just about Republicans. We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us, too. But what that means is that we as a community must choose and vote for Democrats and elected officials who know how to stand up for the working class." Ari Rabin-Haat, a former advisor to Senator Bernie Sanders, said of AOC in a statement to Axios, "She has a supporter base that, in many ways, has a larger potential width than Bernie's. She has been in the glare of the spotlight from day one and has the national campaigning experience a lot of other potential candidates are now trying to get."